Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Army veteran and senior advisor for Africa and the Middle East at the Nestpoint Foundation, Ambassador Michael Murphy, to present the Warrior Lifeline Award.
For more than 17 years, John Wordin has been a relentless innovator in the field of mental, physical, and emotional wellness, dedicating his life to helping veterans and first responders reclaim strength, purpose, and hope. His journey began as a college football player at Cal State Northridge, where he learned the power of resilience. That discipline carried him into professional cycling, where he earned a bronze medal in the 1989 U.S. National Championships, competed in 3 Olympic trials, and went on to create and lead the Mercury cycling team, one of the most successful teams in North America. After retiring from racing, John founded the Kids Fitness Challenge, inspiring thousands of children at the Rose Bowl. That work caught the attention of the Veterans Administration in Palo Alto, which invited him to apply his expertise to help prevent suicide among disabled veterans. At that moment, after losing his first son, John turned his grief into a mission to use cycling to heal others. He began building adaptive bikes for veterans with every kind of disability, from tandem bikes for the blind to custom designs for amputees. His visionary was simple, yet revolutionary. No one should be left behind in the pursuit of wellness. From there, John's work grew into a movement, reshaping programs like Ride to Recovery, Project Hero, Life Aid, and the DoD Warrior Games. He forged partnerships with the Veterans Administration and the Department of Defense to integrate wellness, technology, and peer support into suicide prevention. The tragic loss of his friend, Marine veteran Clay Hunt, deepened John's resolve to create LifeCore, a holistic wellness app that helps people track and improve their well-being while connecting them to life-saving support. Through his compassion, innovation, and unwavering leadership, John Wordin has changed thousands of lives, proving that healing the mind and body can also heal the soul. Tonight, we honor him with the Nestpoint Foundation Warrior Lifeline Award for his extraordinary service and his unbreakable commitment to those who serve.
I'm a little taller than the average guy. First off, I'd like to thank Nestpoint Foundation for this honor, John, Henry, Brooke, Alex, Taylor for selecting me. I'm not sure how I got selected, but I appreciate it very much. America is an exceptional country. And the reason that it's so exceptional is because it's made up of exceptional people. And no more is that relevant than in the military. The exceptional people that volunteer to put their lives on the line to defend our freedom. Recently, Secretary Hegseth laid out renewed high standards. He has a great job. He's in the winning business. He has to win all the time. He's also in the life and death business. And when you put people in the harm's way, you need high standards because bad things are going to happen. And when those bad things happen, things are going to get broken mentally, physically, spiritually, and someone has to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. For the past 17 years, I've been creating programs that are the tip of the spear for innovation to support these warriors and their families. We had to go where no man had gone before, creating human performance, readiness, resilience, and suicide prevention programs like the Warrior Games, Ride to Recovery, Life Aid, and Life Score. If imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, I'd like to thank Prince Harry for copying the Warrior Games and creating his own little small thing, the Invictus Games. As we come up on 250 years of American exceptionalism, the Brits are still trying to catch up. From the very beginning, we focused on diet, nutrition, exercise, and peer support. You can say we were Maha before Maha was cool. It can be summed up in 3 words: mindset, morale, and mission. It's really important to listen to the people you're trying to help. I'd like to highlight a couple stories for you to kind of give you an idea of the impact that this program has had. The first one is Delvin McMillan, an Air Force veteran who was missing both arms and both legs, a quad amputee. In November of 2009, Delvin called me up, said, I just saw a bunch of your guys that had finished the Florida Challenge, and I want to do that. And I only want to do it if I can ride a regular upright bike. Never before has a quad amputee ridden an upright bike. I called all the experts at Walter Reed, at the VA. I called England, France, Germany. And famously, the expert at the VA told me that I was losing my mind and that Delvin needed a hand cycle. And when I pointed out that Delvin didn't have any hands, he hung up on me. That's when I learned the difference between arrogance and confidence. A little humility goes a long way. But because Delvin was successful, it changed the perception of how we treated the amputees. Before 2008, when you were an amputee, they gave you a prosthetic limb, they gave you a discharge, and they said good luck. After we proved that these guys could do more than that, they got to stay on active duty. Chad Fleming, Kurt Solheim, Leroy Petrie, Brandon Morocco, Todd Nicely, John Peck, who were also quad amputees, suddenly had a new lease on life. People from our program became US senators, congressmen, office holders, and Olympic champions. All because Delvin wanted to ride a regular upright bike. The second one was Clay Hunt. Clay Hunt was a Marine Scout sniper. With all due respect to Secretary Hegseth, Clay was a chick magnet. And if you looked up in the dictionary, chick magnet, there was a picture of Clay. On the outside, he had it all going. On the inside, he was a wreck. In March of 2011, I got a call at 3 in the morning from Clay's mom. We can't find him. Do you know where he is? Is he with you? A couple hours later, I got a call from his mom. Clay's gone. My baby is gone. Delvin and Clay are a perfect example of why mindset, morale, and mission matter. One had it and thrived. One struggled and is no longer with us. Since 2008, one military veteran has committed suicide every hour of every day for 17 years, more than 100,000 service members. In that same time frame, in my program, we've had one, and that was Clay. In the active duty military in 2008, there were 260 suicides. Last year, there were 530, more than 100% increase. That is not winning. We need a higher standard for this too. We can do better. We need to do better. Put me in, coach. I know how to do this. I'm not here tonight as someone who's exceptional, but just someone who was blessed to have an idea. At the end of the day, I might have designed the car, but the veterans had to drive it. They had to do it for themselves. And if they struggled with it a little, I managed to kick them in the pants a little to get them going. I'd like to acknowledge a few that are here tonight: Juan Alcivar, Larry Jester, and Brad Brimall from the United States Marine Corps. I'd also like to give a shout out to Tiffany Smiley, whose husband, Captain Scott Smiley, who had a grenade blow up in his face and blinded him. And we built a custom tandem bike so that he could ride with his son. And as I saw her tonight, she said he's still riding today, which obviously warms my heart. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate this. And we got more work to do, so we can't rest on our laurels, but with the right amount of mindset, mission, and morale, we can get it done. Thank you.